Hello and welcome to the webinar Recent Price Trends in China's Glyphosate Market and Forecast for 2017. I am Patrick from Marketing and I am very happy to guide you through this webinar. If you have any questions during or after the webinar, please write them down in the chat box below and we will gather and answer them comprehensively in a mail to you. Let's start. On December 22nd, 2016, CCM Analysis has offered a free webinar about the recent price trends of China's glyphosate market, including a forecast for 2017. Now we are repeating this update for those who were not able to attend the presentation last time due to the convenience. This webinar is enabled by CCM, the leading market intelligence provider for China's agricultural market, and Analysis, the solution for detailed import and export analysis. In January 2017, China's glyphosate market improved again. At present, most glyphosate suppliers mainly run business for completing previous orders. The market supply still remains tight. Furthermore, it is predicted that the glyphosate output in 2017 will be nearly the same as in 2016. Given governmental macro policy and economy, environmental protection, and market demand. Demand for Glyphosate Technical will also increase this year, given that PowerQuad AS has excited the market and demand for Glyphosate Technical at home and abroad is still strong. What's more, on 1st to 3rd March 2017, the biggest contributors of the agrochemical industry in China and worldwide are gathering at one place to set the tracks for the agrochemical market in 2017. The 18th China International Agrochemical and Crop Protection Exhibition, short CIC 2017, will be held in Shanghai. These exhibitions are an inevitable platform for all enterprises that do business in the agrochemical industry in China. They serve as the meeting for businesses, trade, exchange, and cooperation with China's agrochemical players. The agenda in this webinar is the following. First, I give a review on the glyphosate market in China in 2016. Then follows a review on some Chinese glyphosate manufacturers. The recent price trend and analysis of glyphosate in China is being illustrated. And at last, I do a forecast on the glyphosate price in China for 2017 based on CCM's research. First of all, let's have a review of the glyphosate market in China 2016. From January 2016 to July 2016, the average glyphosate technical price was low at about $2,732 per ton, until the historical low record in July that year with a price of $2,519 per ton. However, after the bottom, the glyphosate price kept rising till December 2016. The technical price rose up to $3,491 per ton. That's up 38.58% compared to the price in July. According to the Chinese customs data and illustrated by Analysis, January to October 2016, the overall export of glyphosate, including glyphosate technical and formulations, in China was more than 675 million kilograms. The average unit price was $2.10 per kilogram, which leads us to the total value of more than $1.4 billion glyphosate exports. Looking at the trend of quantity and unit price, we can see that the unit price was falling in the first half of the year, while it started rising again in the second half. The quantity had a peak from March to May and fall down till October. Therefore, the glyphosate market can be divided into two phases in China in 2016. Falling price trend in the first half year and a rising price trend in the second half. The price of $3,000 per ton was basically the limit for technical. However, the average glyphosate technical price remained low at about $2,732 per ton, glyphosate producers suffered terrible declines. In the first half 2016, the glyphosate price, which is easy to be influenced by supply, demand, and inventory, is still hovering over a low level. However, since the price of raw materials for glyphosate did not fall along the glyphosate price, glyphosate enterprises experienced net profit declines and even losses. The following are some leading glyphosate enterprises' financial figures related to the glyphosate business from January to June 2016 in China. Hunan HDF Chemicals. Hunan HDF's revenue mainly comes from glyphosate technical, glyphosate applications, and chemicals. Accordingly, revenue from glyphosate takes up about 71% of the company's total revenue. In the first half of 2016, Hunan HDF's net profit declined by 75.11% year-on-year. The company explained that this was mainly affected by the depressed glyphosate market and low market price. Notably, revenue and gross profit of Hunan HDF's glyphosate business both declined. Sichuan Hebang Biotechnology. Currently, Sichuan Hebang's 50,000 tons per year project is under trial production, which did not make profit to the company in the first half of 2016. Affected by the depressed glyphosate market, Sichuan Hebang's PMIDA business also performed badly. Fortunately for the company is that Sichuan Hebang's self-produced raw materials helped to reduce some production costs, supported the gross profit margin of PMIDA to a rise by 7.29 percentage points, up to 33.68%. It is disclosed that is one of the major PMIDA suppliers in China, with a production capacity given at 135 tons per year. Nantong Jiangxin Agrochemical. In the first half 2016, weak market demand and continuously low price of glyphosate has negative impact on Nantong Jiangxin's financial performance. Except for that, the gross profit of the company's other products achieved a year-on-year rise of 25.67%. Sales volumes and revenue of amide herbicides and fine chemicals all showed technical increases. Hubei Xingfa Chemicals Group. Although Hubei Xingfa's 60,000 tons per year project has been put into production, it did not obviously improve the company's financial performance. Zhejiang River Chemical Industry Group. The company does business as affected by the fierce market competition in H1 2016, glyphosate price remained low and dragged down our pesticide business. And Jiangsu Yangdong Chemical. Jiangsu Yangdong is one of the major glyphosate enterprises in China, was inevitably impacted by the depressed glyphosate market. The glyphosate price pulled down financial performance of the herbicide business in H1 2016. Okay, let's also have a quick look on the top Chinese glyphosate players with the data from China Customs analyzed by Journalysis. The leading exporter for glyphosate from January till October 2016 was Fuhua Agrochemical Technology. Their total export value was more than 223 million US dollar. The second biggest player was Shandong Weifang Rainbow Chemical. They achieved an export value of more than 143 million US dollar, while the unit price throughout the year. The third place is taken by Nantong Jiangxin Agrochemical and Chemical, barely having half of Fuhua Tongda's value and quantity of export. When entering H2 2016, the price began to rise. The glyphosate technical quotation has been raised up from 3,400 US dollar per ton up to 3,750 US dollar per ton in China till December 2016. The most important provinces are by Jiangsu Province, Zhejiang Province, and Hubei Province. The following are the analysis for the price rises. With the approaching of peak sale season for glyphosate, all glyphosate enterprises in both upstream and downstream markets hope to make impressive profits. In fact, after experiencing market depression for such a long time, many enterprises are at loss and are in urgent need of raising prices to balance out these losses. Buyers usually have their inquiries in January and actual orders in February and March. Currently, most of the glyphosate enterprises are producing more glyphosate to prepare for this peak season. Nowadays, Africa has increasing demand for glyphosate AS. However, the demand for glyphosate technical still depends on the demand from Europe, the USA, and Southeast Asia. A staff member from Nantong Jiangshan Agrochemical Chemical disclosed to CCM that the inventory of glyphosate is still high in the glyphosate enterprises now. Although the order has already begun to increase, the demand will only increase much more after a month. Rising costs of raw materials in some way support the increasing price for glyphosate. Currently, the prices of raw materials for glyphosate, namely glycine, PMIDA, and more, show different degrees of rises. The ex-work price of glycine increased to $1,862 per ton in December. That's up 73.53% compared to that in September, which is also the lowest price in the year. The main two reasons for the soaring price are glycine as a tight supply to production suspension and the heavy winter in the northern regions of China. In November 2016, the Zhejiang government decided to take measures in controlling the environment pollution in all the chemical industry in Zhejiang. This includes the pesticide production, concrete industry, pharmacy industry, steel industry, and so on. All the enterprises and producers in the said industries should suspend their production from November 7, 2016 up to December 31st. The winter in China has two main effects on the glyphosate price at all. First of all, winter is known to be the storage peak season for glyphosate, while many manufacturers only have small quantities of inventories. This higher demand in building and storage is driving prices upwards. Another impact is the heavy snowfall in the northern regions of China. The snow causes difficulties in transportation, which also leads to a shortage of raw materials and therefore a higher price of upstream and downstream products. Regarding to the raw material route for glyphosate in China, 70% of the production capacity belongs to the glycine capacity. As for Zhejiang, the most important supply and production base for glycine and paraformaldehyde takes up 50% and 60% of the total raw material supply in China, respectively. Due to the production limitation at this time, two major glycine suppliers from Hebei, Zhejiang, Donghua Xinglong Chemical, with a 90,000 tons per year glycine capacity, and Hebei Donghua Yuhang Chemical, also with a glycine capacity of 90,000 tons per year, had both suspended their productions. It is predicted that the productions of 200,000 tons per year glycine capacity will be suspended and limited also in the future. As for PMIDA, in December the ex-work price of $1,840 per ton went up 34.2% compared to that in January 2016. The three biggest importing countries of China's glyphosate from January to October have been Brazil, Australia, and Argentina. Together, they have about 2/3 of the share for the 10 biggest importing countries together. For a deeper analysis on glyphosate export, contact our trade experts for a customized report. Affected by the 2016 G20 summit held in September, glyphosate enterprises in Zhejiang province and the surrounding areas significantly reduced the operating rate, leading to a fall in the market supply. On 19th September, the 2016 Glyphosate Collaborative Groupwork Conference was held in Beijing, during which the first draft glyphosate industry hazardous waste disposal and treatment control technical specifications was explained, and it revealed how the costs of wastewater disposal would further increase the production cost of glyphosate. In addition, the second batch of environmental inspection team will be stationed in major glyphosate producing provinces including Sichuan and Hubei. When the time comes, the production of enterprises within these areas will be affected, and therefore market supply would be largely reduced. Environmental pressure from the Chinese government helps increase the production cost of glyphosate, while the suspension on production in most of medium and small-scale glyphosate enterprises will hugely affect the supply of glyphosate, which is a good chance for the enterprises to raise their quotations. According to the price index calculated on CCM's online platform, the glyphosate price would keep rising in the short term in China, with about $140 per ton in the price growth. The reasons for increasing, according to CCM, results from the tight glycine supply due to the production suspension in Hubei. Under the high environment pressure from the Chinese government in Hubei, the glycine producers are facing long-time limitation in their production. Thus, the short supply is only the beginning. With the approaching of the peak season for glyphosate, the demand from the buyers has already increased. Though some glyphosate enterprises still have some raw materials that were stored before, the raw material inventory is limited. That leads us to the reasons for the glyphosate price in China for 2017. The glyphosate technical price is expected to get back to the era of $4,350 per ton in China, according to CCM's analysis. The rising price will therefore improve the profits of the Chinese glyphosate enterprises. During the peak season for glyphosate, with the intense environmental pressure from the Chinese government, the supply of raw material will be tighter, and the glyphosate price is expected to increase, which helps to improve the performance of glyphosate producers, especially those producers with the production lines of Glycine. Regarding to the purchasing, as for China's producers of aqueous solutions, with the exit of Paraquat AS in July 2016, they are actively purchasing the glyphosate to fill the left market for Paraquat AS. Thus, they are quite acceptable for the rising price of glyphosate. As for all buyers, though they had a wait-and-see attitude towards the price rise of glyphosate on the AgroChemX that was held in Shanghai in October 2016, now most of the China's glyphosate suppliers are all raising their quotations, and the overseas buyers have no choice but to accept the price rise. As for domestic traders, they encourage the glyphosate price to rise actively to make more profits on the one hand, and to clear out their inventory to speed up the cash flow when the producers are pushing up the prices. As for glyphosate producers, since August 2016, they finally began to make profits, to increase the price in the major way to get more profits. As CCM gets all the information inside our Pesticides Online Platform, CCM is offering a 7-day free trial for you to entirely access the information that you want. You could monitor much more than the glyphosate price trends by yourself, all the relative valuable information in our new CCM Online Platform. For the trade data and analysis of glyphosate and much more pesticides, ask our experts analysis for a consult. Okay, thank you all very much for attending this webinar about the glyphosate price trends in China. I hope we will see you soon in our online platforms at CCM and Journalysis. Please write down any questions in the chat box below or directly email them to our AM people, and we will answer them comprehensively. Also, you can meet CCM at the CIC 2017 in Shanghai. We are at the booth number 4B55. Simply visit us or arrange a meeting by contacting Patrick Schreiber at heathombe.com.